Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming at you here on, what is today? Tuesday, December the 16th. What an ugly day. Whew. I did not have a good day today. Ended up with a red day. I'm not very happy about it, but it is what it is. I've been shut down. I locked myself out of my accounts about 11 o'clock this morning. I was done. Said I ain't doing more damage. Down about, this shows... Why is this showing this? Oh, I've got an eval sitting in here that I lost 800 on, or 600, whatever that is. Let's get rid of that thing. So on the funded accounts, we're down 43.93 today. So yeah, just not a good day. And I want to draw attention to something that I've been monitoring really all day, which is why I didn't do my update earlier. I wanted to see how this would transpire. But take a look at the cumulative delta on the ES today. We are in a major area. This is a major 4-hour high area. And we did not break down and couldn't break down below that level pretty much all day. And we tried to do this last night. As a matter of fact, I did take a couple overnight trades. And so yesterday, if you go to TradeZella, my day yesterday went from green to red because these two trades here were on yesterday's trading day. Now, they were on today's trading day as far as the accounts go, but on TradeZella it shows for yesterday. So instead of having a green day yesterday and a red day today, TradeZella is going to show a lower red day today, but also a red day yesterday. However, in the overnight session last night, we had this big dump from this level. And as we fell below there, I wanted to take this short. I thought the setup was there. This is what I look for, is a breakthrough, a couple of candles retesting an area looking for continuation. And it just simply didn't happen. I got stopped out. It looked like we were going to hold the daily 50. I re-entered the trade there, got stopped out again. And we just went sluggish. And if you kind of zoom into this just a little bit, this looked everything, especially here. We faked below it, had a little liquidity grab. We fell below again, tested, double top there. And that's an area, if I would have been awake, I would have probably taken that trade and might have got out a little bit, but it was just a little grab and then we pushed higher. So very, very, very difficult market. Now let's go to today. And once again, this morning we rejected right at the same spot. We had a rejection and we had this noise. And we have just not been able to stay below this area. And I want to point your attention to something. Look at the order flow cumulative delta. So this morning, if you pay attention to the first part here, up until right here, we were seeing a bleed kind of lower. We did have a push higher in price, but we did have a significant push down. So the delta was similar to the price action right here in this small little area. Now, pay attention to what happens after that. After this move to the downside, and a look like we're going to continue, what does price do? Price continues to just kind of bleed, but it doesn't actually push higher. But the cumulative delta does this continuation push. And if price would follow the delta, we should be trading in the afternoon. We should be way above this area, somewhere way up here. So there's a lot of buying pressure here, but the sellers are absorbing that pressure and not allowing the market to continue higher, making an incredible divergence and a very difficult trading market. If you look at the NASDAQ, we're getting a little bit of the effect of that, the opposite direction. Price is doing nothing but consolidating all day in some wicked moves, but the cumulative delta is pushing to the downside. It is just a slow push down, but buyers are absorbing that. So you have NQ with price, the buyers absorbing the selling pressure. And on ES, we've got the sellers absorbing the buying pressure. It creates a very, very ugly market condition. So needless to say, I'm not shocked that we had a red day. I noticed some other people had some red days today. Some of the streamers out there had some red days. It's a difficult market. And I took some really nice setups that simply did not play. So going back to last night, as I showed you there, I took those two shorts that didn't work out. So that ended up putting me red. And I was red when I came in this morning. And then I saw this trade. I saw this setup here. This was an excellent 3R trade. This trade actually took me back to green. I was like green on the day by like $5. So this was about a $120 trade here in the pre-market. We had a nice, beautiful, beautiful break and retest hold of the last 2 days low. So we had PDL, prior day low, and then PPDL maybe, the prior day low. But in any case, took the entry there, very tight stop. I was able to have a tight stop, and I really had almost no drawdown. Boom, boom, boom out there for a nice winning trade. If I had just stopped there, we'd be good. We'd have another green day. But anyway, I didn't, and I took another entry here, and this too was a very, very nice setup. So we had to push to the downside. We reclaimed. We came back above VWAP. We pushed above this level. We also pushed above these 2 daily lows, and then we had the EMA cross occurring. We had everything that I looked for. We had holds. This just looked like a move that was going to go to the upside. And if you look at what the cumulative delta was doing at that time, we were pushing higher. This was pushing higher. Everything was in line with what I'm looking for. A+ setup. And it just simply didn't work, and we just had a slow fall apart, and then we pushed all the way back up to my entry and all the way back down. So just a nasty market. And I mean, it just is what it is. There's times when it doesn't work. And what happened now? I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, well, some kind of a blip. Anyway, so that's that, and that trade was about $125 loser, so that was not fun. And then I took a break and retest short of right here. Here's the entry. Took a break and retest, and here too, this is beautiful setup. We have this test. We fell through. We came back up and tested this level and the PDL, the prior day low. I love these shorting the prior day lows. And really, if you look at this big picture, this was actually right, but the market decided to do some gibberish and take me out. Stop above the prior day low. You know, we wick around here a little bit, stop me out, do this wicky move, and now we bleed to the downside. So this actually ended up being a $180 loss, I think, $160 some dollar, about some 170. The trade I should have taken, and I looked at it as I was looking at this, I liked this setup a lot. But the trade I should have taken was really on the Russell. That was the missed opportunity today. I did look at this, but I thought, I mean, the Russell has been so strong, and for some reason, I just felt like I'm taking the Dow Jones trade. Obviously, we had, higher low forming here, and so I was not as convinced of this, but this ended up being the move to make right here. As this tests this prior day low, had I entered anywhere in here, we could have gotten out of there with a nice trade, and we've just kind of continued to bleed lower. We've reclaimed some of that area, but anyway, that could have been a really nice trade, but anyway, it is what it is. So I ended up with a red day, down 2,500 today, and actually ended up down 1,600 yesterday. So we're down, where are we at on the week here this week? On the week, we're down 3,700, so having a bit of a rough week, obviously, really last night and today, which yesterday I only took one trade. I just did not like the market yesterday and stayed away. And so here's the thing. This is the lesson. I left before the damage was too big, down a couple $100. We can come back from this. We can come back from a $3,700 2-day red days. We cannot come back from a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 red day. So I was not going to do that. So that's why I locked myself out and walked away. So anyway, that's the long and the short of it. Here's the weekly spreadsheet, so you can kind of see where we're at. Here's today, down 294. This is like my P&L is on the accounts dashboard. So down 4,300 today. Yesterday down 600. Net on the week 37. We're down about 250 per account. So if we have a couple of good trades, we can get that back, and that's why we do this and why we need to be diligent about our setups, etc. Last but not least, do not forget, tonight is the end of the Apex 90% off sale. The eval activation, or the PA activation fee, is staying, but that sale ends tonight. Also, this Take Profit Trader sale ends tonight. So do not miss that if you are a Take Profit traders or Apex traders. So anyway, appreciate you guys using my code. I appreciate that very much. And wish me some luck. Hopefully we can get on the green side of things tomorrow and for the rest of the week. So, hey, it is what it is. We move on. But yeah, thanks for following along. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care and so long.